Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you eggless whole wheat DIY Starbucks famous cake pops in my own way and for the first time in YouTube. To make these eggless whole wheat cake pops, I first made cake from the scratch. So before getting into the recipe, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon. To start with, I am making eggless whole wheat cake from scratch. So line the cake tin with the parchment paper and keep it aside. Now take a bowl and here I am sieving 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Now transfer this 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour to the sieve, and along with this whole wheat flour, here I am adding half teaspoon of baking soda and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Now sieve all the dry ingredients. This sieving helps in creating aeration in the flour, so sieving is compulsory. Here for this recipe, I am sieving this flour twice. Now I am sieving it once, and now keep this aside. And now take a mixing bowl and add 1 cup of warm milk. This milk should be lukewarm. Now add 1 tablespoon of vinegar and mix this vinegar along with the milk. Now add half cup of sugar and mix this so that sugar combines well with the milk. Now here I am adding half cup of oil. You may use any flavorless oil. So here I used vegetable oil and I am adding 1 teaspoon of pineapple essence because we like the pineapple flavor. So you may use pineapple essence or vanilla essence, whatever is available. Now transfer all the dry ingredients into the sieve, and here I have this brand milk powder. You may use any milk powder. Here I am adding 1/4 cup of milk powder to this dry ingredients and sieve all the dry ingredients along with the milk powder. After sieving half of the dry ingredients, give it a good mix so that this dry ingredients gets mixed up with the wet ingredients. Now after mixing this, now again sieve the remaining dry ingredients and give it a good mix. In this recipe here I am using whole wheat flour instead of all-purpose flour because all-purpose flour is refined and bleached. So just to avoid the refined flour, I am using whole wheat flour. So after mixing this, this batter is little thick. So here I am adding 1/4 cup of warm milk and give it a good mix. After mixing well, the consistency of the batter should be like this, not very thick or runny. Now transfer all this batter to the cake tin that is lined with parchment paper, and now tap this cake tin to avoid air bubbles. Here you can see I'm tapping the cake tin, and so tap like this for 2 to 3 times. Now transfer this cake tin to the oven that is preheated at 380 Fahrenheit and bake for 25 minutes. But check after 20 minutes due to oven temperature differences. Here you can see this cake is well baked and the knife came out clean. Now remove the cake and transfer this to a cooling rack and allow it to cool. Now tap the cake tin on the back side so that the cake comes off easily. Now remove the butter paper and allow it to cool completely. Meanwhile, while the cake is being cooled, now let's see how to make the buttercream frosting. To make this buttercream cheese frosting, here I took 1 stick or half cup of butter that is at room temperature. Now you can see this is very soft because it is at room temperature. So transfer this to a vessel and blend this butter with a hand blender. After blending this butter for about 5 minutes, here you can see the color of the butter is also changed. Now here I have this Philadelphia cream cheese. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of this Philadelphia cream cheese. You may use any cream cheese, but I personally prefer using this Philadelphia cream cheese. So here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of this cream cheese to the butter and blend this cream cheese along with the butter for about 2 minutes. Here after blending for 2 minutes, now I'm adding half cup of confectioner's sugar gradually in intervals. Here I added half of this and now mix with this spatula so that when you are blending this confectioner's sugar will not be spread everywhere. So now blend this again with the hand blender and add this remaining confectioner's sugar, and now here I'm adding 1 tablespoon of milk and mix this milk along with the butter, cream cheese and confectioner's sugar. Just mix with this spatula and then give it a blend with this hand blender for about 2 minutes. Here, after blending this for about 2 minutes, you can see this frothy butter cream cheese frosting is ready. So now keep this cream cheese frosting aside, and now let's move on to the second step of cake pops preparation. By this time our cake is also completely cool, so now crumble the cake into small pieces like this as shown in the video. Making this cake pops is little tricky, but once after you make, you enjoy the Starbucks flavor and you'll love to eat this cake pops. Now after this, now make this into fine powder with the hand itself. Here you can see the fine powder of the cake is obtained. So to this fine powder, here I'm adding the prepared buttercream cheese frosting. Here I'm adding 4 tablespoons of this frosting and mix this frosting along with this cake powder. After mixing everything, now take small portions of this cake batter and make into small balls like this. The balls should be of equal size. Now after all the balls are formed, now take this cake pop mold to get the perfect shape. Now here I'm transferring each ball into each hole here, and this mold helps in forming perfect round shapes, and also it helps in binding the cake batter to hold its structure very firm. Now here you can see I'm pressing this mold to give the perfect shape and equal size of the balls. Press the mold very tightly so that the excess batter of the cake comes off, and here you can see this perfect rounds are formed, and these round balls are very tight and intact also. Now remove this excess portions and make into smooth balls like this. Now keep all the balls ready and keep it aside. Now continue the process and make into fine and intact balls like this. Once all the balls are formed, now refrigerate these balls for 1 hour. Meanwhile, take chocolate melts. Here I have 1 pound pack of chocolate melts. So now I'm transferring half of this pack, half pound of the chocolate melts to a microwave safe bowl. So after transferring this to a microwave safe bowl, here I'm adding 3 tablespoons of oil. You may use any oil that is flavorless. Here I'm using 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil to this chocolate melts. Now after adding this 3 tablespoons of oil, microwave this chocolate melts and give it a good stir until liquid like consistency is formed. Here you can see this liquid like consistency is formed. So now give it a good mix and keep it aside. Once the chocolate melt is ready, now take the cake pops out of the refrigerator, and here I have this cake pop sticks. Now dip each pop stick into the chocolate melt and remove the excess, and now take this pop stick and insert into the cake pop and remove the excess of the chocolate melt like this. Now continue the process, and here you can see how I am inserting the pop stick into the cake pop. Once all the cake pops are ready, here I have this food color. So I am dividing this chocolate melt into 2 different colors, white and pink. Here after mixing the food color, dip the cake pop in chocolate melt and drain the excess melt like this, and hold this for a while until the excess chocolate melt drips off. Once the excess chocolate is drained off, now rest this on the styrofoam to dry. Now allow this to dry and continue the process. Here you can see I'm dipping all the cake pops into the chocolate melt and allow them to dry. Now for different variation, few of the cake pops I'm dipping in white chocolate melt, and after the excess chocolate melt is drained off, I'm adding a few sprinkles before the chocolate melt is dried up so that the sprinkles get attached to the chocolate melt. Now allow them to dry, and here the Starbucks famous cake pops are ready to enjoy. So friends, try making this eggless whole wheat DIY Starbucks famous cake pops and enjoy the holiday season. This is Rupa signing off for today, and see you in the next video. Thank you.